totally taken them with me. That should have been a thing that happened. I just love the little details of this game, where the, like, merchants are, like, because that's totally what merchants in these actual countries do. My hands are getting sore, though. Although I guess it's a cultural thing. If you've done that your whole life, then you won't even notice. So these are the fountains of milk. Is that real milk for real? Of course, freshest, creamiest milk there is. And there's so much of it you can keep trying until you get it right. You think I can do it, huh? I didn't mean anything by it. Come on, you got to conjure up some cheese. Focus. Now you know how cheese is made. You eat some milk and then you add lemon and salt, and you skim the salt part off the top, and it turns into cheese. Wow, I didn't even know that. Blimey. Regular cheesemonger you are. And this should be the cheesy peasy then. All you need is the right spell, ain't it? Oh. But none of the spells do anything. Hey, I did that before and it didn't do anything. Look at that! It's flipping and working. It really is. So good at magic, Oliver. But you can make sweets and put your mind to it, and cakes. Oh, I could just eat a... Hey, stop that. I'm trying to concentrate.
Wow.
And sweets and cake. Giant cheese wedge, and sweets and cake. Look at the flippin' size of that, man! And he went and made some sweets and all. That was Esther's fault. I bet you wanted some too, though, didn't you? You shouldn't distract someone while they're trying to cast a spell. Oh, don't be like that. Now I'm going to see Cowlipha. Our present's a little on the large size, but I don't suppose it'll matter. Bigger, I reckon. Let's please her with cheese. Where'd the cake go? I want the cake. Just walk through all awesome like. Good day to you all. How may I be of service? We brought some cheese to give to Cowlipha, Mr. Abul, sir. Praise the ancients. I thought there was none remaining in all the land. But Cowlipha just can't get enough of it, huh? How did you hear of this? She was known to those within the palace. No matter, you are correct. Abuja is indeed a great admirer of cheese in its many forms. Shall not grant an audience with any who come bearing such a gift. Please, you must follow me, quickly.
Jeepers! That's the Cowlipha? She probably ended up this way because of...
Shada, the stinking rot bag.
Oh. What is that divine aroma? Abba!
Here, your majesty. Bountiful Cowlipha, these humble servants come bearing most delicious tribute.
Heavens, what a dear sweet child. Bring it to us now, there's a good boy.
Please.
Huh? You want me to take it to her?
Quickly now, young man, bring it to us. Hurry!
Where did my friend go? I need help with this. She's a little kid. Get your hand out of there, dude.
Delicious cheesy wheeze. Do you have more for us?
More?
More! Bring us more!
Magnanimous Cowlipha, if you continue to eat so prodigiously, I fear you may burst.
A bull! We are hungry!
Your request does not go unheard, Majesty, but I fear for your bovinity's well-being.
That there is my
Utterly.
utterly broken heart.
What? But...
She might not look broken-hearted, but depending on which bit of heart is missing, all manner of weird things can happen. See, what her majesty's lacking right now is a drop of restraint.
Interesting.
Restraint?
That's right. And without it, she can't control the urge to stuff her right royal face. We won't be getting any favours out of her until we've sorted this out. You mark my words.
Okay. So we need to find some restraint somewhere, huh?
There's quick of you, Ollie boy. You have been paying attention after all.
Let's go then, shall we?
Please, you must do all you can to help Her Majesty.
Well, isn't this guy restraintful? Apparently not. Apparently I can't just take it from him. That's what I would do. Restraint, huh? Can't think of anyone with a lot of restraint, Esther. There must be someone. Wait, is that P? Yeah? Is that so? Well, well, well. So they got in the palace, did they? And what did they talk about? Did they now? Well, keep me posted on what's going on inside. And my payment? Don't worry, you get your reward. Time we meet, I'll escort you something decent. Do you mean you will steal something? No, don't be stupid. This is a figure of speech. Now concentrate on the job at hand, will you? I count on you to be my eyes and ears. Don't let me down. Okay, no, that's not me. Nice to see you again. Did you have fun crossing the desert? Fun? It should have been boiling, man. Boiling for you, maybe. Maybe. Pipsqueak. I'm a ghost, and ghosts don't feel the heat, so there. What are you doing here, horse? And look at the fountains. They're amazing. They squirt out milk, and the milk is all a boy can drink. They're what Alma Moon's famous for. But the spicy smell coming from that food, mixing with the smell of milk, it's strange. You think so? I kind of like it. Hey, there are still loads of spells you don't know yet, aren't there, Oliver? It's just the milk coming, it's kind of, most of the pages are missing. Oh yeah, I had to give some of the page for Summon Imperial Medium, didn't I? When Mr. Chippy gave it to me, the only spell inside was Gateway. Really? So the page had been torn out. I bet it was that idiot Shadana's doing. Oh, I suppose I better help you fill it back up again, hadn't I? Tidy. That's generous. Maybe I was wrong about you being a stingy little midget after all. I'm just gonna hand over a load of pages over, if that's what you're thinking. I'll have to prove his wizarding comprehension skill first. Wizards and companions are just full of spells. There are also stories in there, gathered by the sages of the centuries. Those have probably been torn out too. Stories are pretty powerful after all. They might inspire people to stand up to them. Right, I'm gonna have to get started. Have a read, it's one of my favorites. I shall do just that. I do actually like the stories. The Cowardly Prince and the Leon. In a certain country, which we're not going to specify for plot purposes, there lived a prince named Dameol, who was sharp of mind but weak of spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects. The noble example he set served to only weaken Dameol's spirit. On one occasion, his father told him, "Soon, my boy, it will time for me to retire, upon which you shall become king." When the announcement delighted the prince, it filled him with a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend the throne. His vexation he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in the paw, lifted him to his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. At first the prince thought he was doomed, but at length he began to reconsider his position. "Well, at least I don't have to become king," thought the prince. After taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am prince of this country. Therefore tomorrow I was due to become the king. Since thou hast now swallowed me, however, thou must needs become a king instead." "King, huh?" replied the lion. "I shan't complain about that." Thereupon the prince led the lion back to the palace. How about instructed the lion how to get back to the palace? I refuse to believe the lion led the lion from inside its stomach. The villagers were shocked to see the lion enter the palace. The prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach. The lion was accepted as king. What? The lion proved to have quite the aptitude for royal duties. So if there was a dispute in the kingdom, the lion would simply growl at the courtiers. Whoa, not so close. "Stop complaining or I'll eat you alive." Whoever bridge was swept away from the flood, the lion simply used his paws to root down a tree and lay it across the river. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the lion was utterly ignorant. But whenever a problem arose, Prince Tiamat would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide him with a sound solution. For some time, news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edge of the kingdom. People were terrified and looked to the king to deliver them from this terrible evil, upon which the king announced that he shall go and smite the dragons himself. But even the fearsome lion stood no chance of defeating 2 such terrible dragons. "My dear stomach dweller," said he then, "what in the wide world shall I do now?" Prince Dameol considered the lion's question and at length provided him with a suitable scheme, and headed east to the part of the kingdom being ravaged by the larger dragon and roared in its ugly face. "Dragon, I shall soon slay thee. I fear thee not, for no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me." "Ho-ho," scoffed the dragon, "we shall see about that." Upon which he ate the lion whole. Inside the lion's doing something, the lion said, "Dragon, thou art now king of this land. It is therefore thy royal duty to defeat the dragon ravaging the best part of the kingdom." First the dragon paid him no heed. When the dragon witnessed the humans around him bowing down in deference, as Prince Dameol had requested him to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced scratching inside the dragon's stomach. "Ow, it hurts, cried the dragon, lying on the floor. Have mercy, I beseech thee," to which the lion said, "If thou wouldst not feel this pain, you must promise never again to hurt the people of this kingdom." "Ow, very well, I promise," cried the dragon in reply. The dragon was a cunning beast, and Prince Dameol knew he'd break his promise the moment the lion was out of his stomach. Therefore the lion take out the babbling berry that he'd known bring with him and place it within inside the dragon. The berry was known to make sounds that sounded like someone murmuring to himself. Within that babbling berry's stomach, the dragon shan't knows where the lion escaped, thought Dameol. But that night when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and set off back to the palace. The dragon left the king and the subjects alone forevermore. The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to Prince Dameol, "Stomach dweller, it is time comest hence from in there. I would take my place on the throne." Prince Dameol was shocked, replying in a quivering tone, "I fear not the spirit to become king." "Your judgment over the past 10 years has invariably been wise," said the lion. "Well, that may be, but I'm a coward. It's only because I was protected by a great strong lion. I could act so defensively." The lion paid no heed. With an almighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Dameol from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Dameol had seen the wide world outside. He could not believe his eyes. The lion's mane was now full white, and his face was covered in wrinkles. Shut up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Dameol had been quite aware of any of this. "Thou canst see with thine own eyes," said the lion. "I have grown old. 10 years hast thou resided in my stomach, yet thou did not once scratch me, nor cause me pain, as I myself did to the dragon. But thou could have done it at any time. The courtiers and subjects of the kingdom did not accept me because I am strong. They accepted me because I am given my all, by which I mean I have given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackest not the spirit, I assure thee." In like manner, every other palace beseeched Queen Dameol to become their king. Prince Dameol, everyone's humbly grateful for everything thou hast done. Our country needeth such a king as thee. On hearing these words, Sir Dameol felt his courage well up inside him. As King Dameol gave still more of himself to the country, despite the fact that the lion had retired, he continued lovingly beside the king of the palace. Many countries are ruled by animals these days. In ancient time, kings were human. Indeed, the magnificent lion about whom you have read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as king. The world has never been the same since. Those are awesome. I really like them. I read it. Sure. Quite a few characters in the story. Can you remember them all? Tell me, who was the third smallest out of the prince, the lion, the dragon of the east, and the dragon of the west? Well, there was the lion. What? Third smallest. That's what I don't get. It's very annoying and it's not very good game design. Dragon of the West. I've lost T. Help, I've lost T. Correct. Very impressive. Wizard comprehension must be only because mine. Because I read a story and I know what happened. Oh, I said I felt fury in Wizard Company record, didn't I? Here. The draw poison spell. Well, thanks, Horace. I suppose it was a bit mean giving me a question like that, but you worked it out eventually. That's what being a wizard's all about, learning to look carefully at every detail and understand what's going on. Shut up with the old wise man talk, will ya? You're flipping older than Ollie boy here. I'm not? No, I don't suppose I am. At least I don't seem to be. What's that supposed to mean? It's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something really, really important. I wonder if he's my other self. That I could believe. Never mind. I can't believe how much this place has changed. I'm gonna go see if other towns around the world are different these days. Let's start with a bracing sea breeze next. I'll be able to feel the wind in my face, but I can still enjoy the view. Well, you want something. Why are you all flashy? Hello! How can I help? But can I ask you something? I think anyone here in town who has a lot of restraint? Oh, that's a strange question. But I'll humor you. Why all the people in the desert have plenty of restraint? They need to stay out in the scorching sun. Well, I suppose you got a point there. And that was much so, doesn't it? Let's see if someone else can narrow it down a bit, shall we? But yeah, it's like they give you 4 options. They could just make all 4 of them options. What is the point of typing them in? Other than to punish you for not knowing. You know, and so you have to type the whole thing in again. But still, it's very basic reading comprehension. I'm so sleepy, I don't know why. So Mr. Hawkeye can take care of it. You must be looking in the wrong place, unless I'm raving mad. I know just the person. A bull. God damn! I even said that in the scene. When that Cowlipha decided out of the blue that she wouldn't be content until she tasted all the cheeses in the world. I guess she really is just like Miss Lita, huh? A moment's hesitation, both set off to a rook for them all. Like the forest across the ocean he went, battered by blizzards, often surviving on little more than a wing and a prayer. Finally came home to roost, and when he did, so the cart piled high with every cheese under the sun. God blimey, it must have stank. So I call restraint. My goodness, does he need it? With our emergency crowing on him all the time. Dang it, I said that at the time. Annoying. He was right there. All I do is talk about yoinko. Okay, that's a little kid. I'm like, is that? Can I actually see the guy following me? Wow, that's surprising. I'm making a snake on the menu app. Woo! So now just let me walk in. Is there any treasure on the sides? There is not. We are treasureless, and holy crap! How is that a thing? And where was my pendant? Where were you, pendant? Wait, did they just say just lie back and think of Alma Moon? That is the weirdest reference I've ever seen, because that is what like the royal family told the princess when she was getting married. It's like, what do I do in the bedroom? Well, just lie back and think of England. Wow, restraint looks like a digital snail. Here you go, lady.
Oh, goodness.
I wonder how long it's been since she stood up.
Goodness, we feel quite marvelous. Whatever can have happened to us?
Hooray!
These humble servants made your Majesty's ailing heart whole again. I pray that our beloved Cowlipha's most generous appetite has now abated.
Well, now, we still wish to enjoy the finer things in life, of course. But we have come to feel that a measure of gastronomic restraint may serve to set a good example for our dearest subjects.
That reminds me, I don't know if you ever played Baldur's Gate 2. Just the gastronomic restraint. There's a character in it named, I think, Edwin. And, it's like, no, my name is Edwin Thofstead. I mean, this really long thing. It's like, but you may call me sir if you wish a less syllabically intensive workout.
Your words are music to the ears of your people. Al Mamoon can return to its
Huzzah.
former magnificence.
Indeed it can, and we are simply itching to return.
The edge of her bed over there, where it's like slightly poking out, I keep thinking is like she has a raccoon tail or something, or like a platypus tail.
Munificent Cowlipha, should these humble servants not be rewarded for their services to Al Mamun?
Indeed they should. Boy, is there something you desire?
Yes, Your Majesty, if it's not too much trouble.
Well, what is it?
We'd like to borrow your ship.
Ship? Ooh, a little floatie-woatsie.
I'm pretty sure she would sink that ship if she got on it.
But of course you may borrow it. It is of little use to us. We will write a letter to the captain, ordering him to help you in any way he can.
Well, that was easy. I didn't have to, like, save the queen while she went off to find her pen or something.
You will? Gee, thank you, Your Majesty.
Tidy. The boat is in the bag.
But why in the world would a dear little thing like you have need of a floatie-woatsie? Yeah.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I understand why they haven't, though, Jellybean. The PS3 and the PS4 have a massively different control scheme, and so it very easily and very often will be, I mean, not control scheme, but like an operating system. The PS3, they did something really smart with it in that they made a completely, like, from the ground up different type of controlling system, and so that's why you don't really see PS3 emulators anywhere. Like, the Xbox One is emulated already, and the PS3 still hasn't been, because a normal computer just can't process the same way the PS3 can, because it's using a different type of server architecture. And I don't even understand it, so I'm probably explaining it terribly bad.
Well, we asked you a question.
You certainly did.
We not?
Well,
We want to stop Shadar.
Go on, man.
Okay. We need to find one of the great
Well,
sages.
another one. We already found one.
The great sages? Yes, we are aware of them. Abul, we know of them, do we not?
Is that her default answer when she doesn't actually know?
Indeed, most learned Cowlipha. But little has been heard of such men since the magical arts fell from favor. Why do you seek the great sages?
Oh, that sucks, Jelly. Hopefully they will eventually, but yeah. I own, like, everything.
We need their help. We need their power to defeat Shadar.
What?
Is something wrong?
You're basically, I mean, you're kind of saying that you want to overthrow the current rulership.
We are not unamused.
I love that line too. It's not we are not amused, it's we're not unamused.
But we can see that you speak in earnest. Very well.
Exposition time. Yes.
We will tell you what we know.
You will? I can't wait to hear it.
There were once 4 great sages. We understand that one of them was defeated by
That was my mom.
Shadar.
Mom,
But we know of one who did not perish.
you do?
Well,
He lives in the land of Hamlin, a detestable and warlike.
It's named after Hamlet, which is a play with a whole lot of death in it. It is. I wish there was more to voice acting in this, honestly. I really, very, very often, sometimes when I'm, like, reading stuff, I'll stop and consider it and piece stuff together and, you know, speculate. But with this one, I just shut the hell up until they finish talking, because I want to enjoy it.
But he is a handsome young thing. We even keep a pic.
I totally want her to be like, yes, use our floatie, go to the other side of the channel and bring him back. Just grab him and bring him back here.
A bull?
Crikey, sounds like she's got a bit of a crush on the poor lad.
I love Drippy's accent.
So this is one of the great sages, huh?
That's a clue and a half, that is, Ollie boy.
I also think it's funny that, because we didn't say, we just said we wanted the boat to get to a sage, and yet at no point did they ever be like, you know, there's a sage living in this city, which granted we've already talked to, but a little bit, yeah.
Now, before you take your leave, we shall teach you some magic to aid you on your
How does she know
journey.
we're a mage? She's never seen us do any magic. Obviously, a bull would know we were mages, but she has no idea.
Really? You're a wizard too, Your Majesty.
Well, not a fully fledged wizard,
I think
perhaps.
her personality is nothing like Ursula at all, but I do think it's interesting that when you think of massive women that are powerful but not stupid, and like basically her and Ursula are the only two. Very, very big women only have one character type for the most part.
We royals all know a few select spells. King Tom undoubtedly has a trick or two up his own kingly sleeves.
He sure does. He taught me some real neat magic.
How quaint. We hope that you will find our own still neater. Here.
The Nature's Tongue spell. I do... Massive boobs, must be Ursula. I do wish, the one thing these scenes are not quite as, like the screen where you see the new spell, you can see the Nature's Tongue in rune number 16 very easily, but down below that, you have to kind of squint to make it out. That's the one thing I regret. The Burden spell.
Oh yeah, man. That's a cracker, that is.
Wait, I thought
Real
it was a
classic,
special
like.
spell only royals know, and Drippy's like, oh, everybody's got that one. That one's awesome.
It's your lucky day, Oliver.
You know, all kinds of magic.
Yeah.
May it serve you well. Do be careful out there now, won't you?
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.